Hey, guess what? I've just got home. My pigeon's got up. He's peeping out the door. I shoved him in the box at the bottom. I found him sitting in the road, all like, and he sneezed when I carried him back. So I didn't know if he'd make it or not. But I just popped him in there. There's some corn, I don't think he's had any, and some water in that tin, and I've just left him. But he's clearly wanting to just sit and peep and soak up the sun. So even if he keels over and dies, he's had a nice 5 minutes, hasn't he? I don't know what to do with these crumbs there. In case he wants them. So there's another one with an old crooked beak, look. Well, there we are. I'll put them in this old clay pot and just leave them to get on with it. He'll either eat it or he won't. It's an offering though. An offering of love. Look. That's better than being scared by a bin, isn't it? You'd want someone to do that if it were you, wouldn't you? Dying at the side of a road. His body weight's low, or hers. That's a girl. It looks like a boy. How do I know? Because I used to keep hens, and his chest bone's perking through, and he's in some sort of moult, like I said the other day. So that's a bit interesting because he's got new feather spikes around his neck. But then it is mild at the moment, so I don't really know. I've not checked it at all. I just carried it home, changed my top, and washed my hands after I shoved him in there. So there we go. And he did actually sneeze twice when I was carrying it down the hill, and it was the cutest thing I ever heard. Like that. So, see? That's it though. So I had some corn anyway, and that's what pigeons basically eat, isn't it? But I'm not going to force anything on them. Or bring him in. He's staying out here all night. It's warm enough, I think. I think, if I find any more, well, I could turn this over to some sort of bird hospital, couldn't I? Yeah, at a push. And I've got a crate upstairs with some banana. I'll come back to that later on. I'm going to bed now, though. I just wanted to share that with you because he was peeping through. More funny old meme about this could be us, but you can't keep up with my crazy with their 2 bird heads. I'd forgotten I'd found a pigeon and brought it home. I'll go and ponder on what to do with it next. Get the bonfire going. What? The barbecue? You're sick, all of you. Completely sick. In the head. He might be the key. If he makes a recovery, he'll be one that carries the what? Exactly. Come on. Think positive. Hey, I've got 2 massive spiders. I was saying I've got 2 tiger spiders out here. There was one of those garden spiders there that was across the thing. And I noticed the other day there's another one up here. You can't see it because the battery's gone. It's a massive web. I'm so proud of her. It's got a huge one. But there's another one there now. I'm going to crawl upstairs. Go and lie down for now. Might go see that smile later on. I saw my son. And I just bought 2 pumpkins. They've already seen my darling, or whatever it's called. Don't look, my darling. That's the one I really wanted to go and see. But we may go and see that if I can have a sleep. Here's the dog come from McDonald's. I know that's not really dog food, but the children have just bought one. Yeah. Saved us some. So I bought it back for her. What's she got? Chicken burger, I think. Oh, Christ. She doesn't need it, she's just got pasta. Her live will be packing in as well. What's the pigeon going to have for tea? Christ's sake, you change your... Oh, God, that cake, Paul. That jam cake. You can have that later on, Dolly. That's it. That's all I can be forced to do. A cup of tea, actually. There's no herbs or anything. I don't think it's eaten. You can't fuss too much, I think, can you? That's how I killed the last pigeon. It's true. I tried to syringe water into it. You're dehydrated. Have this. It's died. So I decided to go a different route. I stay away. You do your own thing. One in a million. I got this a daft one for his birthday. It was only from Poundland. It was tack. I got it tack on purpose. I felt like doing it. But I did it anyway. I just decided to use it today. Is that the pan flag on there? Made especially for me. Halloween pangolin, a pangolin flag, somebody who's dying of consumption. What's your gender specifications? I'm dying of consumption. Asexually. Bit of a pantangle. Right. I'm going to keep talking until, you know what, I die. My kidneys there. I did actually have free-spiced pumpkin latte. I wanted to. So I did it just in case I never get another chance. Everyone keeps going, "You're not going to die yet." Stop making so much drama about it. You've got too much to do. There's no one to bury you yet. They'd miss you for work creeping around saying I'm dying all the time. I can't cope with this. They need someone with a bit of gumption. Picking up dead birds out the road with flu, bringing them home and using them with pillowcases. I don't want it to die, do you? It'd be more fun if it stayed alive. I could stick it on a hat or something. Can we train it? What should we call it? Peter Jones. Oh no, I actually know someone called Peter Jones. Peter Jones the pigeon. They usually just call Peeping Peter all the animals. I've ended up doing that with the small person. Needs a better name than that. What are we going to call it? Desdemona? Arcadia? Don't call it anything yet. Let's wait and see. Athena? Definitely won't die if it's called Athena. Berthina? Perthina? Like pigeon, but no, Athena. Call it pumpkin spice latte. Call it Sally Sack. What is Sally Sack? Sally Sack. Oh look, Dolly's got her butt plugs. You don't really have to come to the parsonage. Apparently I might be going to that cottage by myself. It's not somebody you want to share with anyone else. You often wake up in other places with missing arms and heads and faces, with people passing off old routes. We've done too much skag and toots. You sit with them and hold their hands while all their mates are watching bands. You have no time to lay in love. I'm being prepped like that poor dove. While you down here still flounce around. Flag up all the things you found. I'm not sure. Things come in rhyme. I'm halfway dead and doing time. I think we're sent. Where we have to go. I never was one in the know. Cuckoo End is down in I think it is. I saw you scry. A parsonage and a house like that. It's true. Not quite. Almost. To the side. The strange inside. The garden where the others hide. We had fates. Play for makes. We'll wait and see. I just saw the breaks. Who were the nuns? Penguin guns. Some folks in here. The twice dead sons. That's what I think folk follow you about. I saw two faces. That means now. You sleep. I used to keep. I'll just up later. Work sheet. Go around the town again. Look at my feet. I see local men. No seasoning chuckling. He feels it rise. He knows the game. It's no surprise. I met him on the stairs. On the stairs? I met him on the stairs one day. I was high and turned away. I'm going to do that thing again. What thing is that? Don't say when. They laughed and laughed, they ran away. Never ask around to play. I'm going to drink my tea and watch this food. Then have a wee. I'll drag out my old fucker game. I'm going. I'm going to stop being dumb for 5 minutes. And I'll tell you about the film later on. Pigeon's good though. I forgot about that. I love that so much. Call it Colonel. I'm going to call it Colonel Sanders then. Okay. I used to call the one Colonel that used to come with Sully. I stopped feeding him, so I don't know if he died or if he's been poisoned by someone or shot who's showing off down Blakeney way with a mooring. But I did stop feeding him, so he may have just taken off a bit. He had got quite portly though. But Colonel used to come with him, and I used to laugh about it being, who did I think it was? Because I named them all. The black was Byron, and the Colonel was one of his chums. So I don't know if it's the same one. I don't know, it doesn't matter, does it? So it may be Sully, because it's got the old pet beak, hasn't it? And he had a chip off it. Maybe it's taken a brutal beating. Maybe he took a rotten herring down on the coast, and he's come back as a pigeon, just to show off. Don't know. I hope so. I may have a pigeon to come to roost now. We had one in Sawbridgeworth. My dad brought home when I was about 18 months old. I can't remember what he called it though. He came home with it in a box, and then it just lived in the garden. And I don't know what its name was, but I don't suppose it was called Grunt. We had a turtle called Gollum. I know, Kelsey Breeze. A pigeon called Grunt. I'm not going to call it that. I'm going to call it Colonel, I think. Called Colonel Sanders. Shift to Flanders. Call it Mar. Oi, old Mar! I think of something funny anyway. I'll see you later on. Trixie. I'll talk about it later on. I'm so pleased about the pigeon though. I'm glad it had one last look at the sun anyway. From a high up spot. I'll talk to you later on. That cheers the cockles, doesn't it? It's true.